So we're here in studio with David Koechner, plays Champ Kind on Anchorman 2. First of all, let's talk about the plot. The plot changes. What's new this time?
The news team has been dispersed far and wide. It's the year 1980. That's my best Bill Curtis. Ron is down and out. The news team is in different places in their lives, and they've moved on past the news. And then Ron gets an opportunity to be part of a 24-hour news station, first of its kind. He poo-poos it, of course, but takes the job. He assembles his news team once again. Collects us. We head to New York. Funny happens all along the way.
Yeah.
And then they get their job.
Oh, my God. Now, for your character, Champ, what's different for him this time? First of all, where is he when Ron comes and gets you? What do you do?
I don't know if I can say. I don't know. I don't know how much people have seen in clips, and they've been so close to the vest with all the information. Champ is doing something interesting and funny. And then it's a banal thing, but then it becomes very funny once you find out how he's going about his particular business. So that's what's
okay. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
For you guys, for filming, I know that they're pretty good about that, writing the movie. Adam and Will. How much of it did you personally get to ad lib?
Well, everyone is encouraged to ad lib. We always cover the scene as written several times, and then on this one. Adam found a way to shorten the distance between, talking over scenes. You don't cut because it's digital now. You're not wasting film. Yeah. So you can just keep rolling. And so he had a microphone behind his monitor, the director's monitor, and he had speakers on set. He would just throw in alternative lines or anything you want to do, usually just doing one line change. You're not improvising a whole scene. Yeah. So we all know how it works. We're very patient with each other. But I also do think it lends a different chemistry to the cast because you have to listen a little bit more. And so your tuning is more sharp, I think.
I think for you guys, when you guys get together, they talk about chemistry so much. Obviously, you've got improv background, strong improv background, so you're trained that way.
Right.
But I think also you get in there, and it's got to be hard to stay in character when those guys are throwing out stuff that's so out of left field.
Yes and no. I mean, because you're really trying to do your part. You want to hold up your table leg. You don't want to, be left behind, so your mind's just burning. You're listening, very attentive. Oh, what did that person say? Can I add to that? Can I respond to that?
Yeah. Now, I want to ask you about Saturday Night Live for a minute, because on my top 5 skits on Saturday Night Live of all time is the execution.
Yeah, I would put that up against any sketch.
Seriously, I laughed so hard, and I still have it on DVR.
Oh, good.
And to the point where I went and bought an external hard drive so I could take it off one and another one.
God bless you.
I'm serious. It's one of the funniest things.
It works.
If you don't know, go to Hulu, look up The Execution. I think it was episode 10. Christopher Walken, right? So funny.
Yeah, Executioner scene, Christopher Walken.
Yeah. You did one season at Saturday Night Live. How was that in terms of your career, and personally, how'd you feel about it?
Well, it made my career. I had a great season. I did tons of character pieces. I did political impressions. I was shocked. It was politics got me off the show. There was some people on West Coast.
Well, I think it's interesting to people behind the scenes to see that sometimes it's in that business. We always talk about showbiz and say showbiz is like this. It's like there are 50 Brad Pitts, and they all walk to 50 doors. One of the doors is unlocked, and that Brad Pitt gets to be Brad Pitt.
Right.
And the other guys are all just hoping, and it doesn't happen.
Right.
So it can be when those people get up and give a speech and say, I just want to say how lucky I feel. And you're like, yeah, right, you're a celebrity. It's true. There's a lot of luck in it.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's hard work, if you ever read Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers, you put your time in. Everybody wants to be famous. I want to be good. Yes. I'd rather be skilled at what I'm trying to do. And, in this business, it's not a measurable skill.
Right.
Piano playing is, guitar playing, dancing. Those are measurable skills. Acting is not. You either like that or you respond to it or you don't. And there's so many different things that are almost unquantifiable that go into making whomever successful.
I have one more question about Anchorman.
Yeah.
I've often, and this is my own personal theory, that in the scene where you're talking about the worst smell in the world, that when the writers were sitting around, or all you guys, was that ad-libbed, or was it everyone just kind of sitting around trying to think of what would be the, burnt hair on a turd makes me laugh so hard. What could be the worst smell? And were you guys cracking each other up? Were you even around for that?
I don't think I was around that day.
Yeah.
McKay's mind is so fertile, it's unbelievable. He's unlike any other person I've ever met, and he can elocute on any topic. I don't care if it's probably engineering. He's going to have an opinion that you're like, yeah, that makes complete sense. He's so astute, and he's so brilliant. He's so funny. I would prepare new lines because you're encouraged to bring up alternative lines. So I'd work the night before and come up with alts for whatever my lines were the next day, and I'd run them by Adam, and he would always say yes, but then always add to it that trumped mine by 10. It's like, my God, he's amazing.
I've worked with people like that. You're like, where does it come from?
And where does it come from? And stop it, please. You're making my whole mind feel bad.
Well, listen, I want people to follow you on Instagram as well because I feel like I got to know you. You went home, and I see you eating ice cream, eating like fried egg sandwiches for breakfast on Instagram. If everybody wants to follow on Instagram, it's David, David, and then Koechner, it's Koechner. So O-E instead of Koechner.
Yes, the O-E makes the short E sound. Also, I have a YouTube channel, Full On Koechner, and on Twitter, @David Koechner, which is going to lead you to all those other places anyway.
Okay.
So,
good.
Right on. But thank you.
Thank you. We're looking forward to Anchorman too.
Right on.
Thanks for coming in, man.
All right.
We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
right on. Peace.